everyone. Today I am going to tell you about the true false not given strategy that you should apply in your Ielts reading test. So in general I am going to show you some of the strategy. In the first number you need to read the title of paragraph. Read the title of paragraph. A passage, P-A-S-S, oh no, P-A-S-S-A-G-E, passage. You need to first understand what the passage is about, whether it is based science based or education based or humanity based or economic based. This is the most important. Then you need to just skim passage, just skim passage. In this case you need to just read the first line of each paragraph, just overview, whether it is advantage or it is problem or it is about any other research topic. You need to just understand, no need to take much time. You need to just complete it in about a half minute or 1 minute. No, say you do not have much more time. Then you need to go to question. Then read the question. Then you need to read the question is what type of question are there, whether they are the match the heading or they are fill in the blanks type question, or they are yes, no, true, false, any of the question. Then in case of true false question, you need to first understand the keyword of question. Mark the keyword, mark the keyword of question. You need to mark the keyword. I'm in the next part of the video I will show you what are the main types of keyword that you should understand, so that you are able to tackle such type of problem. And then in fifth case you need to identify the location of keyword. Then you need to carefully read. You need to read it carefully, so much carefully. In the last step you need to decide what is it about. It is true or it's false or it is not given. I'm going to show you a question sample for you for practice purpose. So in this case we need to first look at the first we need to look at the topic. It's about the European transport system in 1992 2001. It's about the transport system in all of the passage. This will about the European transport system, or its future form, past form, present form. It will show you the every form. This is all about European transport system. Then read the then scheme means it is difficult to predict, so because it's about the transport, and it's about the growth, and it's about the economic growth, it's about the sustainable development. It's however this field is about then we need to go to the question. Here is a question True means if the statement agree with the information. False means if the statement contradict information. Not given if there is no information on the passage. So you need to first identify the true. If the statement truly support the information, first, for example, in the 22 number question, the need for transport is growing despite technological development. Exactly, this form is given in the passage, then it is true. If the contradicts, the need for transport is falling despite the technological development, this means really contradict. This is going to be false. The need of transport is unknown, means there is no information, so this is not given. I don't know whether it is true, false, or not given. First of all, I need to search it into the paragraph. Then I will going to decide whether it is true or false. First, you need to identify the keywords. In the 22 number question, there is transport is growing. 1 point. Despite technological development, technological development. This is a keyword. You need to search for the synonyms or exactly the word, maybe. Then let's skim the passage. So we need to find a transport or technology development. Just go this efficient transport system. Here is the transport system and modern technologies. Modern information technology means technological development. Yes. This is also means a technological development. Can reduce. Yes. Here is the can reduce technology and physical transport. It reduces the physical transport, facilitating and teleservice. The requirement for transport continue to increase. But here is the main answer. The requirement for transport continue to increase. So here is the question says about the question is all about the growing. The synonym of growing used in increase form. Transport as it is and technology development. Yes, the answer directly support the question. The question says about the transport is growing despite technological development. Here is requirement for transport continue to increase. All modern technology applied. So in this case it is true. It is true. So in the next question, to reduce production cost, it's all about the production cost. Some industries have been moved closer. This is also a keyword. Move closer to relevant consumer. Consumer means customer. In industries is also keyword. The question says about the production cost of some industries has been reduced or due to moving to the near to the customer. In such case, we need to skim first passage. Source the location. Location means here is a direct word industry. There may be industry exactly those as the production cost. Also it is related to production cost. Also move closer. Let's search growth changes European economy and there are frontliner abolish stock. The phenomena have been emphasized. Relocation. Relocation means moved. Uh, some industries, yeah, industry also exactly would matched for those of labor intensive and reduce production cost. Yes, exactly, reduce production cost. We found the location. Even the site 100. Oh, even the production site is 100 or even 1000 kilometer away. Oh, away, kilometer away. That plants are away from user. Yes, there is the answer. So we need to decide whether it is true, false, or not given. The in the passage it will say about relocation of industry for the reduction of cost. It's away from user. In the question, it's closer to consumer. So directly contradicts, directly opposite. The question says moved closer, but passage says moved far away, so it is false. So it is directly contradict. The question, the information is available in passage, but it is not true. Available in passage, but not true. Mark the word. In 24th number of question, there are a car prohibitively expensive in EU candidate countries. Car. The passage if the passages do not have any mention about car, then it's going to be false, not given. If there is something about it, or we need to first locate the answer. Candidate countries, cars are expensive in some EU. So let's begin search. Skim the passage. Some candidate countries. Here is the candidate countries. Transport increases the flow, popularity rose, and countries already import price volume. Candidate countries. Here is the candidate countries. We found in the keyword, and transport which encourage rail. Yes, the distribution of motives, supply and haulage. So in this paragraph there is no information about car. There is no word related to car. So there is railway, encouraged to railway, candidate countries, transport system, but there is no car. So there is no information related to car. Due to this, not given. Yeah, it's all about not given. Not given. In case of not given, if there is no information in the passage, then we need to indicate that it is not given. Like the 24 number question, there is no related information about the car, but there is related information about rail, but no information about car, no information about bike, no information about anything. So if the question also says about car are prohibited, question about the plane are prohibitively expensive in some EU candidate countries, so in this case it also going to be not given. Let us move to next 25th question. There is a code bar. You need to first mark the keyword. Question was European Council. Yeah, this is a name which is keyword. It is exactly found in the passage, so we need to locate it, and it was set up in 30 years ago. Set up 30 years ago. Where? That's the keyword. Let's move further. These true and false questions are always found in order. So question number 22 found in the paragraph A, 23 found in the paragraph B, and 24 found in paragraph C. So in case of 25, it may be D or in the further of passage, further paragraph, but it is not available in paragraph A, B. So we need to go move forward. So we are going to find it. And then here is the good but European Council. So we need to look it thoroughly and read carefully. Goodbye has actively in consideration policy shifting and balancing transport lies strategy. The ambitious can only be carefully achieved by 2020. Purpose measure first essential step towards a sustainable development system was ideally placed 30 years and the keyword time, that is by 2040. So in case of question number 25, there is no information relating to setup, or there is no information about it was set up in 30 years ago, but the passage says 30 years time. There is no information of setup. The word for European Council was set up 30 years ago. There is no information. If you read it carefully, there is no information regarding to this. But there is information about 30 years. Most of the student mark as a true or false, but it's really not given, because a keyword like a setup is a main keyword for this question. There is no information about setup. So this question is what we decide. This is not given, also not given. Then we will move to next. Next, 26 number. Here is a keyword. First, we need to mark keyword. Here is the keyword. By the end of this decade, end of this decade, CO2 emission, exactly a noun which is exactly appear in a passage, and will predicted also noun, or 30 billions 739. There is a number, so it's easier to find the location. First we need to skim the passage, find the 739 billion tons. So if we look it carefully, judging, there is a 28%, and there is no, and CO2 emission, here is CO2 emission, and actually is 50%. 113 billion tons here it is, and 739 billion. We found the location. Here is the answer. So after that we need to carefully read. According to latest estimate, if nothing is done to reverse the traffic growth trend, CO2 emission from transport can be expected. Can be expected means can be predicted. It is the synonym of predicted. Can be expected to increase by 50%. 50% to 1113 billion tons is by 2040. By the end of decade means this is decade means by the end of 2020. Compare with 739 billion ton recorded in 1990. It is the recorded amount, not a predicted amount. 739 is recorded amount, not a predicted amount. This is 739 billion tons recorded in 1990, but we need to prediction. We need to find the answer regarding the prediction. The question says about by the end of this decade, CO2 emission from transport was predicted to reach 739 billion tons. But the passage says about CO2 emission expected. CO2 emission can be expected 1113 billion tons. So is it real or it is true or false? It is definitely false information. It is definitely false. If in case of in the question, in case of 739 billion, if there is a 100 1100 or 13 billion tons yes, then it's definitely true. So in case of this, it is a false question. And that's all about it. And this is just a sample answer, sample question. This is just a sample question. If you try like this, then you will find the answers. So there are some of the keywords like always, never, everyone, and change the answer way. For example, likely, completely, or predicted to. This is also a deciding factor for the answer. So practice is everything. If you practice in every day, every time, then you will succeed in your test.